Good morning, everyone. We're coming to you live from Frederick, Maryland, and we're going to take you with us to see a Civil War museum, so please come with us. We haven't been down to Frederick, Maryland for a long time, so today we decided to come down.
There's Gallery of Arts.
Oh, we're doing there too.
Gallery of Arts. You didn't hear me?
Yeah, I heard you.
Oh, that's where down is.
Yeah. Looks like a nice shop.
I can look at the town because we went here an hour.
We have that app that we can use. I think it'll work on that. I think I got myself loaded down. I got a backpack.
It's kind of nice walking through here.
Yeah, it is.
Jeez. See, we could even park on this street.
Yeah.
And there's a couple.
Treaty General Store. Huh?
JLG.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Hang on. Yeah.
Okay.
That'd be nice if we could park here. Let's see this sign. It does have to track it.
10 to 5 hours. Oh, there.
Here we go into the museum. What side do we start on? What side do we start on? That's a pretty quilt. We gotta go inside. Civil War Museum debunking the myths.
Technically, you did have to be vaccinated for.
Juliet O.P. Hopkins.
But you did have to be vaccinated, but again, that was a very easily overlooked thing. Also, because vaccination was not very, but relatively inaccessible at the time for a majority of the population. So, although in your papers it did say so-and-so is vaccinated, that very well could easily be played. Also,
School education. Oh, wow.
Confederates who went on to serve during the war. They would be able to cross-dress as soldiers and perform duties. Some of these women went on to perform all the way through the entirety of the war. Some only for a few months, some were injured and then went to nursing. But about 1,000 women between the end.
Does anyone have problems if I take a picture of your aunt and I post it on their webpage? Okay, I thought I'd ask this. Maybe I'll throw some stuff on my Facebook page. Maybe get some.
Is that
Jimmy.
what are you doing? Is there another video? Let's go this way. No, it's alright. Oh wow. We have the best possible avionics system. This is neat. Please feed the animals.
Please feed the animals.
Yeah.
Fredrick Maryland used to be a background.
Yeah. Carla Barton. Hey, she's born on Christmas.
Oh.
No. Yeah, she was born on Christmas. She's a Christmas baby like me.
That's pretty neat.
1821. You hear the horses?
Yeah.
Jonathan Letterman was Army medical doctor. Now I guess we gotta get on this way. Are you posting pictures now?
Yeah, because it lets me go to 10. Yeah. So there's a couple of them. Oh, the bullet.
But there were also separate allotments for doctors. So there was like what the general army can have, and then the doctor also has that. So the person that's in charge of those is, I say supposed to because the reality of keeping up with everything as fast as it was happening in the Civil War was just not plausible. So they could say, I'm the quartermaster for Company A, Regiment C. And they would send that letter into the nearest government center, city center usually, and then those supplies would be horse and mule out to them.
Yeah, but I was thinking, where, so they got that water, do they have a map or something that said that man has a well, that man has a well, that man has a well, so you can't near them?
They generally camp near major waterways. I shouldn't say major waterways. They camped near waterways in order to obtain that fresh water, and then they would use whatever wells they found coming across. But they didn't have, at least to my knowledge, they didn't have maps saying, on Joe Smith's property he has 2 wells and they're here and here. So, not to my knowledge, but I'm not going to say it was impossible.
Do they have any standards for sanitation and or the setup of a camp? You know, basic stuff like keep the latrine away from the water supply?
Yes and no. The standards did exist. The sanitary, more so as the war waged on and towards 62, 63 as, I don't want to say as the war became more serious, but as they realized this wasn't going to be just a brief conflict, those standards did arise. But a lot of times, one, those standards are a lot easier to say that you have to have, each group of 10 has to be camped X feet apart. That might be its standard, but is it feasibly doable? No. Also, a lot of these men are so desperate for water or whatever other supplies that they just might not follow standards. It's also, germ theory is not a thing yet. It's a thing, it's starting to gain traction in Europe, not so much in America yet because we've got bigger things going on. So the idea that if you drink water that someone else has used the latrine in, that's going to make you sick, that idea doesn't really click yet. There are loose connections of, oh, maybe if we didn't drink downstream water, we might be healthier, but like I said, that's very loose. And those standards, though they may exist, might not have really been followed or adhered to effectively. And a lot of those standards are more manageable in smaller groups than they are in larger groups, because it's a lot easier to say, all right, you're a group of 20 men, don't use the bathroom over there, use it over there. But when it's groups of hundreds and hundreds of men, how many of those men can you really control? And if these men are already sick with chronic diarrhea, it might be easier said than done. Any other questions, comments, concerns? Aren't you grateful for your water filtration system? I sure am. Alright, if you don't mind, we're going to move forward a little bit. military pool 7 days following the battle. You could be shot, have a broken leg, have a broken arm, whatever your injury may be, and you're just stuck on the battlefield for weeks.
Who's already there?
For about a week.
More of the museum. Wake up. He must be sleeping.
Yeah.
His leg looks broke. Ugh.
Huh?
His leg looks broke.
Yeah.
His own words. Union Private Prayer Leg Bradford. Can you imagine using a saw to cut your leg off? Get another notification.
What?
Get another notification.
No, not for the camera. It's Facebook.
Mm. This human arm was donated to the museum by an anonymous donor.
Oh.
That is an actual human arm. Wow. Want to see it?
Yeah, I see it.
Can you imagine your arm being sawed off by a knife? I can't imagine that. I could, but that's a lot too much.
It's not nice.
No. Here's a bunkers. They're all sleeping. Faces of the wounded. Wow. African American women in the Civil War, the laboring of the causes. Contributions of the hospital stewards.
Nurses wear such big hats.
I know. Voices of the nurses. That's
So
what it
that's not
says.
a nurse.
Huh?
Is that a nurse?
Yeah. Music and medicine. Oh, there's a story behind it. That's interesting. Julie Opie Hopkins, saw her name earlier.
This lady nursed the wounded here in Virginia and Gettysburg.
Wow.
Yeah. So she got around a little bit.
This looks like it'll be an Indian woman.
Yeah.
Fascinating. The sister nurses of the Civil War. There's a hospitalization system. Wow. I like these floors. I hear a train. So they must be on the train sleeping.
Oh, we're getting.
In 1861, railroad cars were being modified to transport the wounded from line areas to metropolitan hospital centers. Floating hospitals. The hip bone. General Hospital Number 1, Frederick, Maryland.
Embalming.
Oh wow.
We tried to do it right away. Yeah.
Building on the past, building on our past, military medicine into the future. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video of the museum. It was very fascinating to see all the past in the war that went on. But I hope you enjoyed it. Hit the like button, subscribe to our channel. But yet, there's more to come for this day.
Oh, maybe more change. Whatever is it.
So what do you think of the museum?
It was nice. There's a lot of people walk this.
Yeah, you do.
I have one at home.
Or the school classic dance.
There's actually a walk down here.
I guess we can have the first Saturday of the month. They have a festival day. We have.
I feel like that's how I follow.
There are stairs, but there's also a. But I mean, for the one that's.
This side.
It's a pretty good restaurant.
Yeah. I know. Yeah. That's for sure. There's a Rose Hill Manor Park. We could always go check that out. The crossroads of history at the Frederick Square corner. Recording. Yeah, we're down here. Yeah. Hey, here's what we need. It says road trip. Look, road trip.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, it is.
This one is cool.
Oh, yeah.
The upstairs porch. Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of neat. Yeah, I look at the buildings.
Yeah. So now we're just walking through town to see what kind of buildings there are and shops. Window shopping. Here's bubble tea. They have bubble tea. So we have cute little restaurants down here. The candy store.
I bet it's expensive when you're
Probably.
can't imagine what right.
I know. Which way do we want to go?
You want to go straight or you want to go down that way?
go down this way.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah. Capital for the summer. Paul Church. Look at the crosses on top of the building. What?
Crosses up there.
Oh, wow. Okay. People waiting don't get there.
Yeah.
In the summer. Yeah.
Museum Frederick County History. Market Street.
Parking patrol truck.
Oh.
Boy.
Savage Soaps. Winchester Hall. Wow, that's
Looks
a good.
like it says Lutheran Church.
See, that'd be a good photo. A good photo.
Yeah. Couldn't imagine what it's like inside.
I know.
Wow. Chestnut. Original home of London's car company.
Well, no way.
It still came out.
Yeah, you would have.
Man. Man, she's up there.
Yeah. There's that sign, Museum of Frederick County History.
Is that a different one?
I don't know. Yeah, that's free admission.
This one's free admission. Matthew 7:14. Heritage Trader. Sure, that's
Walking tours on Saturdays, 10:30.
and April to November.
I think we should go. You want to decide which way you go in? Main entrance.
Okay.
Huh, it's free. We like free stuff. Or things like this, anyway.
Oh, man. Wow.
This is really where you'll start. We have the 3 rooms on this floor.
Okay.
So a little bit about the house. It was completed by 1825, and a doctor who was 3 generations, so he really was one of the earlier, his family was an early settler of Frederick, which had been 1745. But anyway, he was trained in Philadelphia and came back, built this magnificent home for his bride, and they had 10 children, 8 survived, and he had his office in the English basement, which is underneath where you're standing. But today we use it as our library and archives. And so people come here to do research on their families
Oh, wow.
and properties. So we had that gentleman who built the house, and the next owner were lawyers, and that takes us through the Civil War. They were Southern sympathizers, so they were arrested a couple of times. But Frederick was ransomed. I don't know if you knew that. Several of the towns, one, I think Chambersburg, near Mercersburg, was ransomed. And the Confederates said, we'll burn your town down if you don't pay us so much money. So Frederick was also ransomed. So the Confederates who were owning the house at the time were very happy. They worked in the banking and banks in town, so they were happy to open up their vault and give the General Early the money.
Oh, wow.
Anyway, well, they lost. So the next owner was a gentleman, and we do upstairs, there's a room that will give you a lot more detail about what I'm telling you. And the next gentleman, the third owner, was hoping that would fill the house with children also. That didn't happen, unfortunately, and he was very benevolent, and this became an orphanage for 80 years.
Oh.
And we have pictures of all the girls upstairs that were here. Not all of them, but most of them. And then, in 1958, foster care came into being, and so orphanages had to close down. So our organization has been around for 200 years, and we were looking for a building. And we already had a small house that people had, where we could keep some of our collection. So everything that you see is not just the city of Frederick, but the county.
Okay.
So we change the exhibits once a year. And almost everything comes from our personal collection that people have given us. And we're all about stories. So we're telling the story of how art has influenced Frederick. It's a beautiful town, as you know, and as you walk around. I mean, there's a lot of art on the buildings along the creek. If you walk down there, I don't know.
No, we haven't done it yet.
Okay, well, that's just, please make sure when you leave here to go, it's just 2 blocks in
Okay.
that direction. But we're telling the story of this woman who was born in Frederick before the Civil War, and she was self-taught being an artist, and she also knew sign language. So we had a school for the deaf here in town, and so she taught there. And among many of her students, one in particular perpetuated the art that she did, and we tell her story in this room. And she started painting a lot of the historic buildings in Frederick. Some of them you might recognize, and especially as you're walking around. And then the room on the other side is called The Legacy, and it's other artists who have passed away. But we're showing, where you live in Mercersburg, it's a beautiful area, and I'm sure there are artists who have painted it, and the buildings at the Academy are gorgeous. But Frederick just seems to be on steroids when it comes to art and beautiful structures. And we're a zoned historic district, downtown Frederick. So if anyone wants to change the facade of a structure, they have to get approval, or it has to be, you just can't do willy-nilly. And I think that's why everything looks so pristine, and there's a reason for that. But there's a lot to read, and then afterwards I'll meet you upstairs and tell you a little bit more about that.
Okay.
But as you're looking at this, let me just, here's your downstairs right now, gallery. This is 1, 2, and 3, and then when you go upstairs. So we have more specific information if you care to read. I know the names won't mean anything to you because they're Frederick people, but you'll get the idea about what we're trying to tell you by maybe just reading that one paragraph.
All right.
Okay.
All right, if you have any questions, I'll be happy to help you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Drawings.
Beautiful.
It is. Look at chandelier.
Ooh.
I know. Wow. I like these dishes.
Oh, yeah. Born 1922. Man.
She must have painted these chairs.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I could paint.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful house. It is. Oh wow, look at the clocks.
Don't you love the clocks?
They're beautiful.
So I think a lot of people, have these in their big homes, and then they move into a condo. And what are they going to do with the clock? But we take our clocks up to Mercersburg.
Oh, do you?
There's a gentleman there in town that is the expert of clock repair.
Huh.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if you know who that is, but but anyway, so this is the story of the house. So if you just, I told you about it in the orphanage.
Oh wow.
So this is the gentleman that started the orphanage right here. Here's this, they used to call it an asylum. That's what they call orphanages, asylums. Which is, relative today, people of Ukraine are asylum seekers,
Yeah.
And so here's the picture of the girls. So we're lucky to have all their names. A lot of
Wow.
sisters, like here are 3 sisters. And you can look at the beautiful church spires outside our window. Aren't they gorgeous?
They are.
It's a Lutheran church. It's just magnificent. So, and there's 7 church spires here in Frederick.
Oh wow.
7 that are just beautiful.
I'm amazed by the buildings.
Pardon?
I'm amazed by the big, tall, wooden
I
buildings.
know. I mean,
They're
this
so
thing,
big.
this is built as a private residence.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know why he had to make the ceilings so high.
Yeah.
So this is the gentleman who built the house. That's the doctor and his lovely wife. And then this is our earliest artwork of the house. And then this was a school for girls, which was like Mercersburg is co-ed now, isn't it? Yes.
Yeah.
But it used to would just be for boys, right?
Yeah.
So this was just for girls, which was very in the 1840s. So that was very early to be able to have an education for women. So they came from all over and would live in people's homes to be able to go to this
Wow.
building. And it's right next door. You can see the columns.
Yeah.
See the columns?
Oh yeah.
And it was so popular that they ended up building another one right next to it. So there's 2 buildings that are exactly the same.
Wow.
Yeah. And then these were the Confederate sympathizers. They ended up leaving Frederick and going back to the eastern shore of Maryland. That's where a lot of the Southern sympathizers were.
Wow.
And then if you come this road,
It's a big rooms.
we have over 10,000 photographs in our collection. Over 10,000. So we wanted to give a sampling of what it was like. Frederick's a big town. Much bigger, when you think of Mercersburg, actually. So we had the railroad, they had a trolley, the road west, for instance, like you just said, Route 40. That's why so many people came right through Frederick, and it was a very busy town because people were needing supplies. You had a lot of carpenters, people building, making the wheels for all the wagons that transported agriculture, horses. Everybody needed supplies as they were heading west. And a lot of people just stopped and decided to live here instead of moving on.
Yeah, that's what you did. Huh? That's what you did. You decided
That's
to.
right, I decided to stay. So I'll let you look around a little bit, and so thanks for coming.
Hey, thanks. This is from all the time.
It's a big town. Pretty dishes. Yeah. That's neat. Yeah. Like a little book.
I like how they wrote.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty neat. Yeah, there's reading on that.
It is.
Oh, there he is. Look there.
I like that music. All right.
Well, thank you for coming in today.
Thank you.
This is so awesome.
It is.
I can take those from you if you like. The Lafayette.
Oh, okay.
I'll go downstairs with you.
Okay.
All right.
Oh my. Yeah.
It's not like these buildings.
I know.
We have a beautiful garden in the backyard.
What's that?
Would you like to go out through the garden?
Oh, okay.
Okay, come on this way.
There's one in the back.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Ok, música maestro.
It is. Patriot. Yeah. I know, me too.
Like I said, it's supposed to be 78.
Yeah.
Wow. I wish we had
I know.
You gotta walk around down here. Somebody do this, you gotta do it real slow. So my camera don't come up. Yeah, I gotta be slow. I'll try to do it fast.
All the plants are really growing up.
Here I go.
Yeah.
We can come back over here.
Yeah, I know.
Once we go down that way.
Yeah. It's pretty awesome down here.
They keep this nice. She's like,
Yeah, they do. Yeah. Look at the flowers. That's pretty cool. Look at the painting on the building over there.
Oh, yeah.
Right. My finger's at.
This will be down there.
Yeah.
It should bring us out.
Yeah, it will.
Yeah. Look at that painting on that wall. That person with their hand up. She said they had neat paintings down here.
Yeah.
Hey, we're
Yeah.
coming back.
Being careful a bit. Watch out.
Okay.
Oh, you're twisted.
What?
You're twisted.
Did I do it wrong?
Oh, you got it.
Yeah.
He's got backpack duty.
What?
You got backpack duty.
They were saying Chuck and Shack Oyster Bar.
Oh.
I want to do that. Okay.
There is.
Goodness.
The first Saturday of the month, they do stuff down here.
Huh?
First Saturday of the month.
Yeah. I won't want them.
No.
Tattoos are the curse.
Mm.
Invisible tattoos.
Yeah.
Very. Oh, he is.
Guard dog.
He's black.
Yeah. Nice cool breeze. We're going to cross over.
Building right behind you here and the building right across the street over there. We're going to get into
Stop. Yeah. Well, thank you for joining us today in Frederick, Maryland. It's a beautiful place down here with a lot of history. There's like 7 different churches on one street, I think. But if you get a chance to come visit Frederick, come on down and check it out. And thank you for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one. Have an awesome day.